Central Oregon Community College is trying again to gain voter approval of a bond to fund new facilities and improvements. I'm Steve Coffey with today's Take 5 on News Talk 1110 KBND. Measure 973 is on the November 3rd ballots. It proposes a $41.58 million bond to enable the college to accomplish a variety of new construction projects. COCC Vice President of Admissions Matthew McCoy told the Redmond City Council the college is bursting at the seams.
We've tripled the enrollment at the Redmond campus. We doubled the summer enrollment at the Redmond and at the Bend campus. We more than doubled our online course offerings. We literally added classrooms in every single space that was available at our campuses. There's a storage area in the lower level of the library. It's now a classroom. There was a deli in Boyle Education Center. It's now a temporary classroom. Literally, we took storage and eating areas and turned them into classrooms.
If Measure 973 is approved, the state of Oregon has already committed $11.47 million in matching funds to help the district pay for $53 million in projects. Included in these is a new health, careers, and science building in Bend, a new technology education center in Redmond, educational campuses in Madras and Prineville, plus renovations and modernizations to other buildings throughout the district. COCC board member Charlie Miller chairs the college's campaign committee. Miller said it is critical the measure pass.
I'm very sensitive to the times, but the cost is right, and with the extremely large district, the actual cost to the, we're using a saying to keep it simple, but the, less than $2 a month, that's the average homeowner in Deschutes County, which is the highest cost district, and actually the actual number is $1.67 a month in Deschutes County. We're saying $2 to keep a simple message, and in Crook County it's more like $1.10, and in Jefferson County it's 80-some cents a month. So the cost is right, and I think the impact is huge.
Several organizations have gone on record supporting Measure 973. Among these are Chambers of Commerce around Central Oregon, Economic Development of Central Oregon, and Redmond Economic Development, Inc.
Jobs for now, jobs for the future.
John Stark is manager of READY.
The construction of these facilities would provide immediate jobs, but also in educating our folks that are unemployed. There's a lot of people that are involved in COCC today that don't have jobs. So that high unemployment rate is educating those people for future opportunities with businesses that they may not have had an opportunity with prior to the education provided by COCC. So it's an economic development engine.
The Redmond City Council now also supporting the college district's bond measure. Councilman Camden King voted in favor of the resolution of support passed by the council.
55% roughly of our construction workforce in the region has recently lost their jobs, and COCC's done a great job of expanding, trying to accommodate, but they're still turning students away that can't even get enrolled in a single class, and I think it's too bad that there are people that don't even have an opportunity to retool themselves and better themselves to try and integrate into different areas of the workforce.
But the vote to approve the resolution was not unanimous. Councilman Ed Onimus voted against it because it is wrong, he feels, to ask for still more taxes during these hard economic times.
We're facing 20% unemployment here in Central Oregon. If you take into account those that have essentially dropped out of the radar screen, those who are no longer in what is technically called the workforce and actively looking for work, the number is actually quite higher. Out of where I work, out at Eagle Crest, I see a huge number of foreclosures coming across our desks. The numbers are staggering to come up at this time to say we need another $2 per month. Over 3.4% annual increase in my real estate taxes in the last 13 years. And I'm not the only one. It's making it difficult for the common taxpayer to get by. And when you also consider there's going to be other bond measures coming to the floor, we've got the Oregon legislature that increased personal and business taxes, notwithstanding the referendum vote in January. Something that I didn't bring up, but the Bush tax cuts that everybody talks about, the 2001-2003 tax cuts, they begin expiring in 2011. So we just keep increasing taxes at a time when we simply can't afford it.
Backers of 973 stress that passage of the bond will mean property taxes will increase less than $2 a month on average. And backers also point out the desperate need for additional facilities. Enrollment at Central Oregon Community College has increased by more than 60% over the past 3 years, and the college has had to refuse hundreds of hopeful students simply because they do not have the room. I'm Steve Coffey. Take 5 is a presentation of 1110 KBND Radio News. Depend on us.